everyone, and welcome to video 3 of my Mac Dev Setup mini-series. In this video, we are going to go over what I'm going to refer to as some developer convenience tools or programs. So, the first one we are going to go take a look at is Sourcetree, which some people may laugh at me for using Sourcetree. It's a graphical UI for GitHub, or I should say Git, and I know some people like to stick with the terminal. Other people would tell you that most respectable IDEs have some sort of Git integration. Whenever I first started off in my career, I was uncomfortable using the command line version of Git because I screwed up more than one project in college, and so I learned how to use Sourcetree because the UI made me feel a little better, and I just got comfortable with it. So I'm going to go ahead and download that. And let that chew through its little download. Plop. Go ahead and open this up. Get this installing. Did that go? Maybe? Maybe not. Cannot be opened because it can't be... Okay. So, in the event you guys are unfamiliar with Macs, more often than not, you will have messages that says application is from internet, do you want to open it? Every so often you'll get it can't be opened because Apple cannot check it for malicious software. This typically means it's not signed. A way around this is to show the app in Finder and right-click. If you right-click on something, you can use the option as a modifier key. So right-click, hold option, hit open. And then it will say can't be opened, and then you can actually override it and say open. So we're going to do that. We're going to move to the applications folder. In theory, Sourcetree should plop up inside of your applications folder, but it'll also automatically open. So, optional Bitbucket account. I don't use Bitbucket, so we're just going to hit continue. Moment to configure the settings, set global author details for Git. I don't want to do that just yet, so we'll hit done. And then at this particular point in time, you can add in GitHub repositories, connect to hosted accounts, do whatever you want to. Just to give you guys a bit of an idea of what Sourcetree looks like, in my first video, or I'm sorry, maybe it was video 2, no, I'm sorry guys, it was video 1, we went over setup of iTerm, and we set up some fonts and some color schemes. So one of the repos we downloaded was color schemes, and so I'm just going to go ahead and open that up inside of Sourcetree. And you'll have iTerm to color schemes, and then this is an example of what Sourcetree looks like. You always start off on your master. It shows you all your commits, your different remotes, stashes, submodules. You can branch, you can merge, push, pull, fetch, all the normal Git things. It's just a nice little graphical UI around it. So I really like it. You guys don't have to download it, but there it is. All right, remove bookmarks. Next up is Postman. I am assuming that most developers are going to be familiar with Postman. In the event you're not, it is a way to interact with different APIs, shall we say? Download. There we go. This website uses cookies fine. Allow. And if you're familiar with curl, or any good at curl, yes, you can use curl to interact with APIs. If the server you're working with has Swagger docs, you can also do it that way. But very few people are actually halfway decent at curl. Not all web services are going to have Swagger. So Postman is just a nice tool to use. So to kind of give an example of what Postman looks like, let's go ahead and install it. Move to Applications folder. Where'd you go, Postman? I'd like to access files in your downloads folder, that's fine. Postman's thinking about life. All right, there we go. It opened up. This wants us to sign in and create an account. I believe I already have an account. We're going to bring this over to my other monitor so I can sign in. I don't want you guys knowing my personal email, which I believe is what this is through. We'll give this a go. Perfect. All right. So we are now signed in. It's going to give you Launchpad and a whole bunch of junk. But as an example, you can set up different types of requests. So we're just going to do a GET call on something like Google. Hopefully this will work, and hit send. And we're going to get some junk back. So that's really all there is to it. You can select your different protocols, URLs, authorizations, authentication, params, headers, bodies if you're doing a post call. It's just a little easier than going like curl google.com and then trying to read through that. Or God forbid you're trying to do a post, copying and pasting or typing out JSON. Postman's great. Highly recommend you download it. But at any rate, those are the two developer convenience apps that immediately come to mind. That's the download and install process, and this concludes video 3.